Jesus going to be feeling? Darius, you're the striker in our little three-way conversation here. Tell us.
It's embarrassing, it really is. And obviously you say the statistics for last season in terms of the top scorer being Gundogan. As a striker, you sit there and you don't want to see that. But at the same time, if you're not getting played, if the team's not getting built around you or to get you service, it's very difficult to get goals. And this is why they might need a different type of striker, somebody who scores, all kinds of different goals. So I think Gabriel Jesus, he suited the style of play that Man City had over the last, 3 or 4 seasons, but now they're going into a new, element of play where they don't necessarily feel like they need a striker. So we need somebody who's going to, be able to win headers, get on the end of crosses, somebody who's going to, put the ball in the back of the net after all of this good play that Man City tend to have against football teams. Yeah,
it's interesting. We'll have to see how that pans out across the next couple of weeks until at least the transfer window closes. Michael, do you feel there's anybody out there whose name stands out that could come to City instead of Harry Kane?
I think we've got to be careful not to feel too sorry for these strikers. They get all the rewards, Adam, all the time. They get looked after, everything, all the riches, all the support. So we've got to be careful with that one. But no, on a serious note, Haaland, yes, and Mbappe, they're the ones that are being mentioned, and it might take a little bit of time. It's mentioned if they don't get a striker sort of in this window, will it be in 1 year's time? Is there a couple of options, a couple of different strikers who are out there? So listen, they're trying to do that. Pep Guardiola showed his hand and said Harry Kane is certainly interested in it. Spurs don't want to do business. We heard what Glenn Hoddle said in the preview to the game. He feels like next week when this game's out the way that there should be a deal done. They're certainly talking. I'm sure that's the case. But it's whether they can agree it. And obviously, we know Harry Kane wants to do it. It'll be a big, big loss for Spurs. But this has still got a bit of time and this deal could happen.
Yeah. Any other names that could crop up, do you feel, Darius? I mean, I'm sure you keep a very watchful eye on strikers around the world.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, certainly. All of them, to be fair, all of the top strikers. But at the same time, I don't think there's a better fit right now than Harry Kane. Obviously, off the back of the Euros, watching, our players perform, so well in the championships, you just think that it's the right time for him. And I think that even the Tottenham fans, Glenn Hoddle spoke in his interview, really well about the fans, and they wouldn't begrudge him the opportunity of going to City and winning some trophies. So I think he's the right fit.
Just a very, very quick one, though, on Harry Kane. If he does stay, what can Spurs expect from him? Because by all accounts, he's a model professional, and reports that he refused to turn up for pre-season training have been greatly exaggerated, to the point that Harry Kane issued a statement on his own Instagram account. So what do you reckon, Michael? Are we still going to get the same old Kane if he does stay?
I think for sure. I think he understands that. And I look and I sort of say, why has Harry Kane come out and actually said, Joe, he wants to leave, it's time to go? I believe there was some sort of agreement between them that he felt like it was the time, he had that option to go and do that, and it hasn't happened at the moment. So I think over the next sort of few weeks, we'll find out what that is, I'm sure. But yeah, 100% professionalism. He's very well respected, and it was a shame he was tarnished last week regarding not going back to training.
Yeah, it is a story of the summer. We have no idea how long it's going to drag on for. Will it be finalised come deadline day before? And then you have to question Daniel Levy, who's on your screen right now. Does he have replacements lined up for Harry Kane? With a substantial amount of cash needed to buy him, you would think that Nuno Espirito Santo would want to utilise it. You know what, speaking of Nuno Espirito Santo, it's his first match as Tottenham Hotspur manager